Hello, my friends. Hi, guys. Comments. Can't see the comments as per usual. Hello, my friends. Hi, Jorge. Boa tarde. Where are you watching from, Jorge? Thank you for joining. Guys, my name is Angela. I'm the owner and creative energy from Elfen and Helden. I'm a WoodUbending retailer over here in Frankfurt in Germany. So when you join me, just let me know where you're watching from and say hi to me. Hi, Anne. I'm happy you're there. So tonight, hallo liebe Ute. Tonight we do have a fun project. This is a little squirrel food station. And I had it standing on my balcony, and it's pretty rough and used and stuff like that. So I thought it's about time that it gets like a nicely poshed up food station. So what do you think? Shall we do that? It's going to be WoodUbending Posh talk. Guys, if you have any questions, please put it in the comments. From Portugal. Oh, thank you. That's great. That's great. Hallo, liebe Anja. Okay. So I have quite a few things here, and as per usual, we probably won't make it during one live, but we see how far we get. I have firstly for decoupage, he's going to get like some decoupage. But what I've done for this one, I just basically printed, already put it on here. I just printed out a normal paper, a picture to put it on there. And actually, I'm going to bring you a little closer so you can see a little more what I do. We can basically dive into it. And I'm first going to have a sip of coffee. Hi, Nina. Hi, WoodUbending. Thank you for having me. So this is going to be a posh squirrel food station. So I'm going to bring you a little closer, guys. Let's see, a little further down, I'll try not to drop you this time. I know I'm terrible at that, guys. I'm so sorry. I keep dropping you, but I promise to get better. So, okay. As I said, this was just printed on normal paper, already applied it on there. So we have like one step already done. We are going to frame this with some woody bands, and those are the Leafy Scrolls 2437. I should put that. Let's see. I'll put that board down there. Can you see a little what's on there? I think you can. So those are the Leafy Scrolls 2437, where we're going to frame this this decoupage with. And I'm having the centerpiece, excuse me, this is the 2092, which is this one, pretty one. This is going to go on the top here, you know, just to make that nice. And I have the centerpiece ornament 2157, which is this beauty. So this is rather big, and we're going to use this one on the sides. I'm just going to put this down because I'm very good at dropping things. And this is going to go, I told you I'm good at dropping things. Should I put that down for now? So luckily everything falls to the floor, not up to the ceiling, because I won't reach it. So those are going to be cut apart, and one is going to go on this side and one is going to go on the other side. And just in case you're wondering why I taped off this front here, this is because it is a food station, and even all the products are water-based and stuff like that. Those areas I'm going to put some hemp seed oil on there because for sealing that and making the wood nice, because that's food safe, and it is for a little squirrel, so I want to have it food safe for him also. Also, it is rough wood, so it's easier for them to, you know, to hold on to with their tiny little feet. Okay, let's get going. I've got a stencil. This is the Victorian wallpaper. This is going to go on the back because this is standing free. You can hang it up, it's going to stand free. So I already painted the back. This is going to be a little bit of a boho-y. So this is going to be a posh boho-y squirrel food station. Okay. I have some smooth metallic pastes. And as you can see, all the pastes I have here, they have matching pigments and aqua patinas or patinas. So let's see what we do with those. I have the green and the word I can't pronounce, you know which one. I have the red magenta, which is this one. I have violet, I can pronounce that. And I have yellow canary. And for all those, there are matching pigments and patina. So I've got all those together because I'm going to play around with those also. Okay, where do we start? We're going to apply the woody bends first. We're going to cut that to size. I'm going to make some room. I'm just going to put that to the side. So there's loads of things around. Loads of fun happening. I hope you're as excited as I am. If you have any questions, guys, put it in the comments, please. And I'm going to bring it even a little closer so you can see even a little more, and I can see a little more of your comments. For the pigments, I've got from Poshed the pigment infuser also to dilute those, yeah. So very German. So the most interesting thing about the woody bends is that when they are cold, they are solid like wood, basically. You know, if you look at those and if you listen to it, they are like wood. So let's see. Yes, absolutely, they are. Would you bend? Hi, Rima. Thank you for joining. Jill, happy you're there. Okay, so they are solid. You can, and they behave like wood, you know, so you can sand them, you can drill them, you can saw them. If you have a fragile piece, obviously you can break them, but when you broke them, you can also, you know, put them back together. And when they are warmed up, they are basically, that's what the name says, they are bending, which makes them so special because you can basically attach them to every shape of you can even think of. You can, you know, bend it around corners, you can bend it around edges. They come in trims, they come in loads of different ornaments. So there's like only your imagination sets the limit. That's my saying for that. Okay. As I said, this decoupage is just like a picture I had, and I printed it out on normal paper, applied it on there, and that's it. When I decoupage, I like to have a light color underneath to have the colors pop from the decoupage, because when you can see, the wood is shining a little bit through. Okay, so we're going to start with the framing around here. And I'm first going to lay those out and see where I want to, or how I would like to have those. This is going to be fun. This is going to be real fun. I'm excited already. So I mean, a squirrel probably, you know, it doesn't care at all unless there's enough nuts and stuff in there. So I think I'm going to have it just like this. What do you think? What do you think? So, okay, as this is pretty flat, I already had them laying on the griddle a little bit. I can warm them up with the heat gun. You can warm them up on a griddle. You can warm them up with a heat gun, with a hair dryer or embossing gun. The last two mentioned ones are the most safer one. It would be highly recommended that I use them because I'm sometimes a little clumsy, as you know. I'm going to give them a little bit of a base warmth, because it doesn't matter where or what surface you apply them on. You should always make sure that you warm them nicely up, because even if you put them on a window or on a mirror or something like that, where you think the surface is completely flat, no surface is flat. So Rima, what do you mean, what about on glass? What do you mean with what about on glass? You can also apply the WoodUbends on glass. Of course you can. So there you go. I'm just applying some wood glue on here, and whatever surface you're applying them onto, you always use wood glue. That works the best. And you make sure that you spread it out nicely. So I've got to be careful. I'm very good at mixing up the things at the end. So I've had those like this and like that. So this is going to go down here. I'm first going to lay those out to see that they're in the right area, and then I'm going to press them down. So I have a bit of an open window. This is a small area, so this gives me time to do something like that. The glue doesn't dry that quick, and I can work a little quicker with that one. So as I said, make sure you spread the glue out evenly. Don't put it just like in certain areas and think that it's going to spread when you press it on. Just make sure you have it. So this. Those are the leafy scrolls 2437. They come in a pair. So there's like 2 in a package of those. And when you use glue, make sure you use a good type of wood glue. And as I said, whatever surface you're applying it onto, you use the wood glue. Sarah, you a little Miss Clumsy also. Okay. So maybe we should work together. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. Can have a competition. We can have a competition. So just this way around. So on every excess glue, which is going to squeeze out when we push that down in a second, you can basically take off with a wet rag, with a baby wipe, which are my best friends next to my Mr. Bottle, with a damp brush. That also works beautifully. I'm actually just thinking where I've got my water bucket. As per usual, I'm forgetting something. So let's see, last one. And when I have them in the area where I want to have them, like this, pretty much evenly. I'm not measuring. I mean, this is for a squirrel. It doesn't probably, not probably, it doesn't care at all if like the food station is nice or not. Unless there's nuts in there. So, hi Cynthia. Hi to Ohio. She said yesterday in my life that it's like from cold Ohio. And I asked what she means with Ohio. And I've seen from somebody else, I think it was actually was it from Yvonne or was it from Betty? I'm not quite sure. They had snow. So I know what you mean. So it is April. I definitely don't want to have snow anymore. So I haven't pressed it down yet. I just noticed that as per usual, I've used a little bit too much glue. When you apply it, make sure you have enough glue on there, but not like too much. But as I said, even if it squirts out, you can wipe that off with a baby wipe or something. So now I'm warming them up because I want to press them nicely down. And the nice thing about it is, firstly, you can see, you probably can't see because it's on a white underground, that there's some glue squeezing out on the sides, which is a good sign because that basically shows that it's getting good contact with the surface underneath. And this is a guarantee basically at the end that it's going to stick nicely on there, as it wasn't supposed to be on any other place than this so I'm going to do that. Squirt some water in here. I told you my Mr. Butler is my best friend also. If I forget to bring a water bucket, I'm just going to squirt some water in there. Because I'm going to take that excess glue off with a damp brush. Apart from that, the wood glue is water-based, so that makes it easier to clean those areas up. And especially when you have detailed ornaments that you can't really get with a baby wipe in the middle, it's easier if you use a wet brush. So there we go. Oops, sorry for the noise. I'm going to speed it up now a bit. I'm going to warm them all together and push them down. Same thing. Now you can really see the glue popping out on the sides there. So as I said, there might be the back of the I'm going to actually shape that a little more around the edge here. You can shape those, when they cool down, they stay in the shape you've basically forced them into. That's why they go lovely around corners and stuff like that. So just the main excess off. More. Make sure they're nicely on there. So they're very light also, because squirrels sometimes like to lift the lid. And this lid is pretty heavy anyway. And those ornaments, the 24-37, they are very, very light. So I'm not worried that the squirrels will get the lid back up. So that's it. Who is woody bending today? Anybody is woody bending? Hi, Amy. Hi to California. Oh, that'll be fun, Sarah. I mean, hi, liebe Undine. Ach, du meine Güte. Ach, wie schön. Ich freue mich, dass du da bist. A sweet friend of mine just joined. She's so busy. She hasn't got time. And apart from that, you know, I love working with hobbyists. You know, you also, you know, have great ideas and stuff like that. So you're not any less professional than us professionals. So so to say, if that makes sense. So okay, so this is done. Going to put the that's the 2092. So this has been laying on the cradle. Now you can see how nice and bendy that is. You know, you can you could make yourself a ring if that's if that would be smaller. This is going to go up here. Which way around? This way. This way around. We're going to put it up there, just like that. Again, I'm putting some wood glue on here. Don't forget, if you have any questions, guys, just leave it in the comments. If I don't catch the your questions straight away, either repost it or I come back later to check on them. So, as I said, don't just leave it like that. Make sure you spread the glue out nicely. Sometimes when you have your WoodUbend heated up, the glue dries pretty quick. Just add like a tiny little more, but it's going to be reactivated when you put it on and you reheat it with the heat gun or something, or the hairdryer. That works beautifully. So this is one of the more detailed ones. It's already cooling down. Let's see, I want to have that at least pretty much in the middle. Heat gun, I can feel the heat gun. I can feel the heat from the heat gun. I can feel it already stiffening up again. And there we go. Let's sit nicely on there, especially around the corners. Push it down around the corners, you know, because we don't have any gaps there or something like that. So, cheers. Especially here with those details. It's easier to go around with the wet brush to get that glue out. And it's going to dry clear, this glue. So, and as it is water-based, you can paint over it. So if you have a bit more of a vintagey, of a rustic look type of project, that doesn't do it any harm, I think anyway. So that's sticking on there nicely. And the WoodUbends, you can paint them before you apply them. You can paint them after you've applied them. When you paint them before you apply them, make sure you use a flexible paint, you know, in case you want to shape them around in some sort of corner. So there you go. That already looks pretty posh, doesn't it? Isn't that sweet? Okay. That's the first go. Now we're going to cut the one for the sides. Is that looking right? There's a bit of glue. There's a bit of glue in there I don't want to have. So I'm just going to get it out. And if you misplace them, you can also take them back off with, if you reheat them, this is going to reactivate the glue, and you can gently take them off with, if you slide a sharp knife underneath, between basically the WoodUbend and your project. Obviously gentle for not destroying anything. So now we're going to cut the other ornament. I'm going to need a ruler. Don't lean on tables which aren't fixed. Embossing gun Sarah works fine with the WoodUbends. So yeah, I've torched myself before, so it'll be a very posh squirrel. Yeah, I hope they will like it. They probably will be very confused when it's going to be back out again. I'm pretty much sure they will. So when the WoodUbends are heated up and they are in their basically in their soft state, like this one is now, you can also cut those. I'll do that up here. Do that up here. Do it this way. You can also cut those. See if you can see. I'm going to do it from behind. I'll get that out of the way, as I can see myself burning myself. So, and I'm just getting the middle of this thingy. You can cut it with a very sharp knife. You can use some sort of razor blade. You can use one of those carpet knives. And when you feel it's heated back up, then you can basically, there you go. Nicely cut in 2 halves. You can sand down with some, sandpaper the edges, but as they are going to face down, I'm not worrying about it. You won't, or we won't, or I won't, or the squirrel won't, or nobody will see those, because they're going to go on the sides now. Hang on. Hang on. Is this going to work? No, this isn't going to work. Put it like this. You can see that better that way. So this is going to go on the bottom here now. So this is perfectly fitting in those areas. What do you think? It's going to look quite cute. I'm going to leave the other one down there so it stays nice and warm. Oh, I found my water bucket. It's behind me. That's great. I need a sip of coffee, guys. I'm going to check for some questions. Oh, guys, if you haven't done it yet, hi, Marlene. Thank you for joining. Oh, thanks. That's great. That's great. Yes, baby steps, Sarah. That's correct. Don't be scared. Just, nobody was perfect from the beginning onwards. This is a lot of trial and error. I'm doing a lot of things live. Not all the things work out like I want them to work out, but also for me, when I make mistakes on a live, firstly, I can show you how to fix that. So that also can help. And and secondly, mistakes happen. This is not a perfect world. As we know, especially at the moment, nothing is perfect out there. So don't be scared. And there's nothing which can't be repaired. Even this one is cut apart. I can put those back together if I wish to. So spread it out. Make sure that has so nicely spread out on here, and this is gonna go on here. This is already cooled down again. As I said, they need about the same time to cool down like they need to heat up. I'm not worried about that. Am I worried about? Maybe I'm worried about. I'm not worried about, but maybe I'm worried about the tape underneath. I shall take that off on this area. I'll put that right down. So, and then I'm going to heat that back up. Make it nice and bendy. And now I can push it on here. I'll make sure that especially the edges are pushed down. And even I'm pushing pretty hard to put it on there. You know, I'm not ruining any of the details of those molds. And this is one of the next special things. You can shape that around any corner when they are soft, but you can basically carry on painting them and working with them straight away. You don't have to wait, you know, that they've dried with paper clay, for example. You can paint paper clay as soon you've put them on there, but you have to be very careful. And with those ones, you don't have to, which is pretty handy for me. Some happy German squirrels. Yes, that's right. They hopefully will have some fun with that. So, sweet. I just love those WoodUbends. You know, I mean, this is just like such a used, you can see on this was more the weather side. So I've cleaned it up. I've cleaned it up nicely. So I'm going to take that off here straight away. Go for that. I've cleaned it up nicely. And I've also put a stain blocker on there, as this is pine wood, and I don't want any bleed through. There's already noticed on top when I've put the decoupage on that there's like some bleeding. I like to control that, so I've put a stain blocker on there. That helps. So again, spread nicely on there. And go from here. Go from here. Spread it nicely out. As I said, if it dries, it will be reactivated, but that's pretty fine for now. Put that down where I want to have it. So I'm going to reheat it to make sure that it's getting good contact. Go. You can see the glue squeezing out. Just make sure that you push down especially the edges of that WoodUbend. And at the end, when you've painted it, nobody will notice that this was like put on afterwards, and that this wasn't like carved out of the piece. So take my damp brush to get that glue out. There we go. If you have some time, you're going to do some stenciling, quick stenciling on the back. We already have 40 minutes, guys. Time always flies. Time always flies. So get cleaned up a little. Thank you, Marlene. Resin over the molds. No, those are the woody bands. You don't need resin with those molds. They are woody bands, and they are what they are. You can, when they heat up, you can basically bend them around any shape and any corner. This is a great benefit of the woody bands. So so that's the stage we are at now. We have the woody bands on both sides. We have framed our decoupage, and we have a little nice top for the squirrel on there. So what's no heavy? No, they are not heavy. That's the reason I've chosen those. I don't know if they, oh God, I've got to look in the details. I think they only weigh a couple of grams, you know, those ones, 3 grams or something like that. So as the lid is pretty heavy itself, they won't make any difference. Guys, I think I will leave it like that for today. As I said, next week we're going to, this is the back. I've already painted the back, as this is going to stand free. You can hang it on the wall, but this is going to stand free. So next week we're going to stencil with the Victorian wallpaper stencil, which I have misplaced now anyway. Oh guys, I'm terrible. Oh no, down there. Down there under all the products. Hang on. This one is going to go on the back here. And then we're going to have some fun with the other colors and stuff like that, and painting around those pieces. Okay, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Let's see if you can see. Let's see if you can see me. Let's see if you can see me. Guys, I will check for some questions. This stencil is beautiful. It's going to come in, Anya. I've just ordered it. It's, you know, sold out at the moment. I've just ordered it. It'll hopefully soon, be very soon. Woody band very soon with me. Please. Okay. Thank you, Jill. I'm out of breath. I'm talking so much. I'm not used to talk that much, guys. Cheers. Cheers, coffee, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. For those who don't know me, my name is Angela. I'm the owner and creative energy from Elfen and Helden. I'm a WoodUbend retailer over here in Frankfurt in Germany. So if you want to shop the products, pop over to the WoodUbend page and check for your local retailer. I can also help you find one. So if you have troubles, just contact me. Also, if you haven't done it yet, guys, please pop over to my page. Leave me a like there. That will be absolutely fantastic. WoodUbend, thank you so much for having me. And I will see you next Wednesday, and we'll finish up this cutie for the squirrels. Till then, I have their nuts, you know, just in a bowl out on the balcony. All right, guys, you take care. And if you want to join me tomorrow night, join me tomorrow night at 8 p.m. I will be on in German and 9 p.m. in English. So you guys take care and have a great evening, day, afternoon, wherever you're watching from. Cheers. Thank you for joining.